Good morning everyone, Mike from CCTV Camera Pros here. Today I want to talk about why I always recommend using an outdoor junction box for security camera installations on the exterior of a building. Number one, the first reason is when you're running cable to cameras, you always have extra slack on the end. You don't want your cable run to be too long. And whether you're using BNC security cameras or network IP cameras, you have ends on the end of the cable, either RJ45 for IP cameras or BNC connectors for analog CCTV. In addition, IP cameras can have a pretty big connector for that RJ45 connector, and you also have a power connector in the case of analog cameras. So you need some extra room to store that extra cable slack, as well as the extra room that the cable ends take up. So the outdoor junction box provides a nice little housing for that extra cable and for the connectors. Number two, when you're installing on the exterior of a building, you're using either Tapcon screws in the case of CBS construction or concrete construction, or some type of sturdy anchor in the case of wood frame construction. And so if you ever needed to take your camera down to troubleshoot or replace it, these exterior cameras don't last forever. Even the best ones that we sell, you're eventually going to replace these things. You don't want to be dealing with permanent Tapcon screws or anchors. So if you Tapcon the junction box to the wall, and then you use the pre-drilled machine screws to mount the camera to the junction box, it's a very simple operation to later remove that camera with the machine screws. The junction box stays intact with the Tapcon anchors, and you don't have to deal with that. And by the way, these Viewtron junction boxes, they're universal, although we sell them mostly with our Viewtron IP cameras and Viewtron BNC cameras. They have pre-drilled screw patterns for almost every security camera out there. So you can use these junction boxes with third-party cameras as well. Number three, it makes the installation easier. Once you have that junction box installed, there's like a chain that connects the base of the junction box to the plate that makes it very, very easy with dealing with making all the connections inside the junction box, getting the cable tucked away, when the camera can be mounted to the plate and just dangling there safely from the chain while you're dealing with all that. It's extremely convenient. So like I said, I almost always recommend these outdoor junction box for security camera installations to exterior building. It's a no-brainer. It's a little bit of extra cost up front, but the savings long term with the hassle of dealing with taking cameras down and replacing is a huge savings. If you have any questions about any of this, you can reach out to me anytime. I can be reached at mike@cctvcamerapros.net. If you want to learn more about these junction boxes, we have 4.5-inch round and 5.5-inch round. The 4.5-inch are for smaller dome cameras, and the 5.5 are for bullet cameras and bigger domes. You can learn about both of these. Just go to www.cctvcamerapros.com/jbox. Thank you for watching.